And it's obviously Melissa's turn right now. We have Melissa Grieve versus Alex Fields in this first round match at the Mississippi Valley Tournament. It appears as though Melissa just used Junk Hunt, grabbed Crushing Hammer, and it looks like she has a couple catchers and a Dark Patch in that hand as well. Now we see Alex has a Mewtwo on his side of the field, along with a couple Darkrai's and a Dark Claw. Now if there's any audio issues or anything like that, let me know. Try to work the kinks out during this first round. We're having those problems, and we'd like to get them fixed before we move on to the rest of the day, if at all possible. Now this is an interesting matchup. We see Alex is running this Darkrai Mewtwo variant. You don't see that as often these days as you used to at Worlds. You know, it dominated that Worlds format where almost all the decks were Darkrai Mewtwo, but you just don't see it as much anymore. The Mewtwo's not as powerful because you can't just shaman a bunch of energy onto it and swing for big damage. We see Alex plays the Gold Potion in his deck, which you do see sometimes in this Darkrai. It's either Gold Potion or Computer Search. Looks like he's grabbing a Dark Energy there. I didn't see any fighting cards in there, so looks like he just runs a Darkrai Mewtwo. Maybe I missed it though. And I like these Darkrai matchups because you can, like, neither player is really out of it at any time. You know, Darkrai can just get right going, Dark Patch a few times, and swing for huge amounts of damage out of nowhere. And especially with cards like Gold Potion and, you know, you obviously have Sableye to Junk Hunt. You can just keep things going for a long time. Alright, so see what they get off the end here. Both players do have 6 prizes left, so we did not miss much of this tournament, start to the tournament. I know earlier we had the tournament staff had their own technical difficulties. There was like a corruption in the Masters file, and the tournament software wouldn't work with it, so they went ahead and put everyone to a lunch break, which was a good choice, I think. You know, you don't want people waiting around for an hour or two while you work out something. You can just send them away, you know, let them eat their lunch, and then come back and go through the whole day. We do have a huge tournament. I believe there are 390 Masters or so, and 110 seniors and around 70 juniors, so a huge turnout. I'm pretty sure this is the largest regionals of all of them we are having today. That's what the staff has been saying, and I don't doubt it. It's a huge tournament. So Melissa plays on 2 Sableye, which is kind of interesting. You don't see that often in this match. You know, normally people don't play down more than 1 Sableye because it messes up your prize count. You know, you want your opponent to knock out 3 Darkrai to win the game. By playing down those extra Sableyes, you're opening the door for Alex to knock out, you know, a couple Sableyes and a couple Darkrai's, and the game's over that way, instead of forcing him to go through these 100 HP monster Darkrai's, which are a lot harder to take out than the Sableyes for sure. Now, she is going to strike first. She takes out the Sableye. Not a big deal for Alex, you know. He is probably only going to play down the 1 Sableye, you know, like I said, so it doesn't mess up his prize count. Let me update the prizes here a little bit. We're adding a couple new wrinkles to our format here, try to get things going. So it should say Melissa has 5 prizes left now. It looks like Alex is going to go with the Mewtwo here. And we have seen Darkrai's sort of go for the Dark Claw aspect more so than in the past. You know, they used to run Eviolates, but now you get a lot more. The math is a lot better with Dark Claw in a lot of situations because you're putting the 30 damage. Say you're playing a Keldeo deck, you could put 30 on a bench Keldeo twice, 60, and then you could use Dark Claw and do 110 for the knockout that way. Or you could do 30 to a Blastoise and Dark Claw and knock it out for 110 that way as well. So we are seeing a lot more Darkrai decks move to the Dark Claws. Alright, so Alex has used Energy Switch to get another energy to the Mewtwo so he can swing into the Melissa's Darkrai. The delay for this tournament was due to the Masters division. It's a huge tournament. We have 390 Masters. Just absolutely phenomenal turnout. More than you could hope for. Vince had to go and have the staff pull out more tables from the back room. Just awesome. You always like to see that. But as a result of that, you know, they weren't prepared for that. The software wasn't prepared for that. So it took a little time to work out the kinks. But kudos to the staff. They got it done relatively quickly. And, you know, hopefully the rest of the day runs smoothly so we can get out of here before midnight, you know. Alright, so Melissa is powering up another Darkrai. We'll see what she does here. Looks like she's going to choose to go after Alex's Darkrai's rather than attack into the Mewtwo. You know, Alex did 80 to Melissa's Darkrai with the Mewtwo. He has a Dark Claw on this one that Melissa catchered. So looks like she's trying to avoid possible knockout from that Darkrai. By bringing it active, it can't be Dark Patch too, and she's just trying to play around that situation. And the other Darkrai in Alex's bench already has an Eviolite. Like I've been saying, if there's any audio problems at all, let me know during this round. There is going to be background noise. It's a huge tournament. There's a ton of people here. I can't really work with that right now, but you know, in post-editing we can definitely fix that. So just any issues at all, anything that can be fixed that you see, let me know, and we'll work forward to fixing that. Alright, so Alex is going to use the Juniper. Melissa hit his Darkrai for 110 with the Dark Claw. We'll see what Alex is able to do here. I imagine he's just going to be able to attach another energy to that Mewtwo and swing. He has to get the Mewtwo back active somehow, and you know, these Darkrai decks definitely play the tricks to do that. You know, he's going to have to get a Dark Patch energy switch and an attachment in here somehow. And again, I did not play today. This is for you guys. I try to help out as much as I can, you know. I'm not an expert like Kyle, but I do my best. So he did attach to the active Darkrai to retreat, and then he energy switched. He kind of played it all at once, but that's what happened. And there's the knockout. So he did get the Mewtwo active again. Alright, so we are seeing Melissa. She set up that Mewtwo on the bench last turn with the 60, so she could Dark Claw at this turn for the 110 knockout there. And then, so she's going to have 4 prizes in a row here probably, but she does have just a cluttered field, I would say. She has these Sableyes out that don't really serve her purpose and stuff like that, but I would say she has the upper hand in board position right now just because she has so much, she doesn't have damage on her side of the field, but we do know Alex plays those gold potions, gold potion, so that could definitely clean up his side of the field a little bit here. He does not have any energy on the field. Last turn he had to attach, retreat, and energy switch. We didn't see Dark Claw out of him or anything like that. He does have a supporter though, so obviously he has a bunch of outs in these Darkrai decks. Like I said, I like these Darkrai decks just because they can come out of nowhere, you know. He has no energy on the field, but he could easily hit a couple Dark Patches, you know, attach, energy switch again this turn, and start rolling again. See what he does here. Looks like his hand is full of Ultra Balls or something, which is not what you want to see at this stage of the game. You already have a ton of Pokemon out in play, as much as you would ever need. Alright, so he's going to Ultra Ball here. Try to get rid of as many dead cards in his hand as he can. There is... Kyle added all these new wrinkles to me. Wrinkles to our format for me, and I haven't been able to keep up. So it's going to take me probably a few rounds to get used to this prize count thing. Sorry. I'll try to keep on that as much as possible. Alright, so he did use an Ultra Ball. I like just aggressive Ultra Ball use. Even if, obviously he's probably going to grab a Darkrai here, but a lot of players like forget to play out their Ultra Balls. You know, maybe they don't need a Pokemon, but you should generally use them in a lot of situations just to get them out of your hand. You know, decks in this format especially play a ton of ends, so you don't want to be drawing those Ultra Balls late game. So discard them when you can. Alright, so he grabs another Mewtwo and a DC, so I'm just interested in what he's going to do, because this is a tough spot for him if he can't get this Sableye out of the active spot, because Melissa really does have the win on the field right now. The Sableye is a prize, and the Darkrai is heavily damaged on the bench as well, so those are 3 prizes right there. And, you know, he's going to need a Dark Patch and an Energy Switch to be able to retreat this Sableye, so this is a very tough spot. That's assuming he doesn't play Switch, which not a lot of Darkrai decks do. And he just goes ahead and passes this turn. So Alex is in a really tough spot. I'd like to see Melissa go ahead and knock out that Darkrai in the bench while she can. Try to dig deep for that. And she does have the catcher, so that is the obvious choice here. The only other thing I would do if I was her, try to power up another Darkrai, obviously. She's going to be able to hit that bench Sableye for 30 again and put it into just one more attack, and it'll be game over probably. Alex is in a very tough spot here. He's down 4. He has 4 prizes left. Melissa has 1. I'm not sure what Alex could do here. He's going to need just a bunch of crushing hammer flips probably, but that kind of negates the Mewtwo's attacks. So I would have to say Melissa definitely has this game probably. Despite playing down 3 Sableyes, she powered through. Alright, so Alex is going to catch her up something, you know, hope Melissa doesn't have an energy to be able to retreat, but I mean, even that doesn't really help him out. He can't get around this fully powered Darkrai. He's just not giving up though, you gotta give him credit. And there's gonna be an end, it looks like. Alright, so you never know with these matchups. You know, I think Melissa has a overpowering lead here, but you just never know with N and crushing hammers involved and stuff like that. This is round 1 of the Mississippi Valley Regional Championships. Alright, so looks like he did go for crushing hammers. That was a tails. Crushing hammer on heads removes one of your opponent's energy. For those of you who are watching and unfamiliar with the game, Alex's back is against the wall. He's going to hit Darkrai for 20. Mewtwo attacks for 20 times the number of energy attached to Mewtwo and the defending, but Darkrai resists. Alright, so Melissa was able to get an energy switch there with Skyla. She switches the energy off Sableye to Darkrai to free retreat into her Darkrai, Night Spear, and knock out the bench Sableye. So Melissa is the winner here of our round 1 game. Sorry we couldn't get the whole match, but we did tune in right as the prizes started getting taken, so that was a treat. Alex and Melissa, you know, you don't always often get good games round 1. You never know what you're going to get round 1 of a tournament. But we actually got a pretty good game here. I've noticed the average skill level of players has just risen dramatically over the years in Pokemon, and you hardly ever see an incompetent player. So we had 2 great players in round 1 and a great match really. So I wish both these players good luck as they move forward in the tournament, and we'll be back with round 2 for more coverage. I'm going to switch to a different screen here and play some music for you guys, and we'll work on our technical difficulties some more. I'm not sure what was going on with that. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll be back with round 2.